Okay, here's a wide shot. As you can tell, I mean it's fabricated. 1-inch square tubing framework, aluminum paneling over it with a lot of rivets. The corners here, all done with just Lexan, glorified plexiglass, as well as the back window. We use the stock door latch and latching mechanisms and hinges and everything that went along with that. Plenty of silicone adhesive used for weather sealing. I don't know if you can get a shot of that, but that's just the roof. Watertight, airtight, everything's sealed up before insulation. Door opens as it did. Not much to it at the moment. That's still a work in progress. I have two best top low back seats. Those front seats are still needing to be replaced. The tan from the original interior color. Full new carpet kit, cheap on eBay. eBay parts are about the only way to go anymore. I don't make enough money to buy the name brand stuff, so eBay's my best friend. Nothing fancy, really. I mean, a lot of time. Materials, start to finish, you're looking at less than $350, maybe $400 total for all the steel and aluminum and rivets and silicone to get the top on. Hopefully you were smart enough not to toss your back seat in the dumpster as I did. Rear carpet obviously not installed yet. Factory latch mechanism still just kind of fabric cobbled into place here, so everything still works when you shut the door. Got to get some weather stripping for the door seal, but fairly decent situation. I mean, for what I've got into it, and other than the time invested, it's turned out to be a fairly good project. And you know, it's a Jeep. If you can't buy it, you build it. It's one of those situations, as I do that with everything. I mean, if this is something that interests you, I know there's nothing out there. If you look up custom hardtop for a Jeep Wrangler TJ, all you're going to find are custom hoists and stuff everybody else has posted online to lift their factory hardtop off. Nobody builds their own, and I'm not 100% sure why. So, either that or nobody documents it. I figured I'd be one of the first to at least document it and throw it online. If it doesn't seem, I mean, everything works well. I mean, everything is sealed up. You open the door and everything functions just the way it would. I just reused my factory door sills that came with the Jeep when I bought it. I got a bunch of silicone in the process there, drying. A lot of finishing touches needed. It's a little hollow sounding. Some insulation, a little Dynamat, and we'll be good to go. But the old lady, I mean, maybe, I'm sure most of you guys noticed that this Jeep is painted hot pink, which is kind of cool for some and completely retarded for most. Well, this was made for the old lady to drive, hence the hard top. I had a half cab on it before, a best top, soft top, or a half cab. And I loved it to death because in the wintertime, the heater would sweat your ass out before you had any issues with cold. And this is South Dakota, so we get some decent winters. But the old lady seen it, and her eyes just saw stars and dollar signs and thought Barbie Jeep. So I painted her hot pink because I'm a pushover, and if you're a man thinking about getting married and having kids, this is what you got to do. So pink paint on order, away I went. And just as an overview for this Jeep, in case anybody really cares, not that anybody does, but it has a Ford 8.8 rear end, limited slip, 31 spline, disc brake, truss. I bought the axle truss from Artec. You can't see a damn thing under there, but it bolted right in. Beautiful as could be. Some 2.5-inch budget boost spacer lift kit. Fancy wheels and tires, whatever. I bought them because I work at a tire shop. And it's had nothing but good luck. I've been through a couple rear ends and a couple of transmissions, but the rear end obviously is fixed now with that Ford rear end. And the transmission has been upgraded to an AW4 out of a Jeep Cherokee, which I don't even want to begin to make a how-to video. It's been documented and covered pretty well online. A lot of wiring, that's all I'll say. Quite a bit of wiring involved for the electronically controlled overdrive and shift solenoids. But if that's what you like doing, I would heavily suggest go ahead and do it because it drives so good now. We've put several thousand miles on it since I did that and had not a hitch, no problems whatsoever. The 5-speed was heavily overrated. It's really fun on the street, but you get off-road and the clutch is nothing but a pain in the ass. And I like driving stick shifts on the street. I have a 302 powered Datsun 810 sedan sitting outside that I'm hoping to put a T5 out of a 5-speed 5.0 Mustang in, but too many projects, not too little money. As you can tell, I'm not working in a fully stocked fabricating machine shop or anything. All I've got is my homebrew stuff, a bench, and a toolbox is about it. 220 welder, not required for anything near this size. I mean, 110 would easily cover this. So, if you guys have any questions, throw it in the comments. If you want me to go deeper into any of the things I've done between the rear end or I have an electric fan relay, not that anybody really, that's not too complicated. The automatic transmission, I can easily go in depth in that. I don't claim to know everything, but I like to think I know a little bit about everything. So just throw it in the comments or like it just because I can throw more videos up. I got plenty of projects and plenty of toys. If this is something you're into, just let me know. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.